So welcome once again to the session. So there was a question about one of the things we discussed earlier. पिछली बार शायद एक बार एक point discuss हुआ था कि accurate perception means detachment, or detachment is required for accurate perception, something like that. So just to talk about it again, you see, when you are not detached, so what it means is you are attached, you are involved. And when you get involved, it is difficult to see reality accurately. फिर क्या होता है, आपके emotions, your भावनाएं जो है ना, your emotions get involved. And when it's like having colored glasses, and not only colored glasses, but have you seen those glasses that distort? If you don't wear glasses, you wear somebody's glasses which are very strong, then they give you a distorted vision. And there are these fun glasses which distort the vision. So that is what happens when you are attached to a situation and you are trying to understand it. It is difficult. Why? Because of the attachment. So to practice accurate perception, detachment becomes very, very important. Without detachment, practicing real accurate perception is difficult. That is what Master has told us. All right, so we are now on page 30. We will start after this break. I hope you can see what I am pointing at. Divine intelligence manifests as objectiveness and non-falsehood. So what is Master trying to tell us here? He says that this divine intelligence, accurate perception, all this is an aspect of divine light, where we see ourselves as made up of three divine aspects: light, love, and power. So this is more connected with the divine light aspect. So how does it manifest in us? हम कैसे पहचाने कि इस व्यक्ति में डिवाइन इंटेलिजेंस है, और या मेरे में नाउ आई हैव दिस इंटेलिजेंस. So what are the signs? How does it show up? That is what Master is discussing in this and the next one. So it manifests as objectiveness. देखिए क्या होता है at the subconscious level. This will help you look at a situation objectively. It is somewhat the same as what we just discussed, detachment. Without being detached, objectiveness is not possible. Objectiveness से मतलब ये है कि it is not relative, it is not subjective. The opposite of objective is subjective. Subjective, to give you an example, this person is doing something wrong, but his intention is to help me, so I will not check him. Are you understanding? It is subjective. If he was doing this to harm me, I would have stopped him. The same thing, if he was doing to harm me, I would have stopped him. But because it is beneficial to me, ये क्या हुआ? Subjective. It has become subjective to my profit or loss, my gain or loss. Are you understanding? I have great love for that person, so it's okay if he does this wrong thing. आप समझ रहे हैं? Subjective हो गया. Objective means, no, whether it is somebody I like, somebody I don't like, somebody I know, I don't know. If you do this, it is wrong, or it is right, or this is the right way to behave. समझ रहे हैं ना? So that is at the subconscious level, this divine intelligence will manifest as objective observation, where it is unclouded by emotion. हमारी भावनाओं से उसमें डिस्टॉर्शन नहीं आया है. जो वास्तविकता है हम उसको एक्यूरेटली पहचान रहे हैं. At the conscious level, the word Master has used is non-falsehood, मतलब truthfulness, satya, in our speech, in our actions, in our expressions. I hope you are understanding. So this is how you recognize कि intelligence whether it is showing up in us or not. Right? And then Master says, intelligence manifests also as discernment. So discernment is a very important attribute on the spiritual path. I hope all of us are interested in spirituality. That's why we have come together, or we are, doing this study. We want to be better people. We want to progress spiritually. Now, all this, the karmic result of honesty and objective observation will be discernment. Discernment का क्या मतलब हुआ? In Hindi, it is called viveka. Viveka. Have you heard the word Viveka? Now, what it means is you can distinguish between right and wrong, real and unreal. At a daily practical life, it means you can distinguish between what is important, what is less important. You see, एक आपको मैं दूसरी बात समझाता हूँ, which is slight distraction. There is only one thing that is limited in life, and that is time. समय के अलावा सब कुछ असीमित है. Everything is unlimited except for time. Everybody gets only 24 hours in a day. Every hour is only 60 minutes. Correct? So should you spend your time doing what is important, or should you spend time doing what is not important? And people who have issues with time management, it is because they are spending time, whether due to their own wish or not due to their own wish. They are forced to, but they essentially, what is happening is they are not able to spend time on what is important, and instead they are spending time on what is less important. So दिन खत्म हो जाता है, same 24 hours everybody has. I mean, whether we talk about Mr. Narendra Modi or we talk about Mr. Hemant Gupta, we only have 24 hours. Each one of us has 24 hours. Discernment on a day-to-day practical life, one of the values is, you know what is important, किस पे मुझे time spend करना. Correct? And of course, so in the Upanishads, one of the introductory texts, it describes the requirement for a spiritual aspirant. आध्यात्मिक राह पे अगर आप चलना चाहते हैं तो आपके लिए क्या मिनिमम रिक्वायरमेंट है, what qualities you should have. So the first one is discernment. Without discernment, what will happen? Okay, let's go to the next one. Be realistic. Believe in something when it is validated or verified. Clear-mindedness is not bullheadedness. Check what the actual situation is. So now Master is explaining what the way of discernment, path of discernment. So he's saying be realistic. Being realistic means जो आप देख रहे हैं, what you are understanding out of it, it should match with reality. Otherwise, you can easily get fooled. There is a quote by Lord Buddha. I'll just show it to you. Let me see. Okay. एक बुद्ध का कोट है जिसमें वो कहते हैं कि क्योंकि किसी ने सुना, आपने कोई बात सुनी तो उसको विश्वास मत कीजिए. Can you see the quote? Just because many people believe it, don't believe it. Just because it is written in religious books, हमारे शास्त्रों में लिखा है, उसको मत विश्वास कीजिए. कोई आपके टीचर है, एल्डर है, वो कह रहा है तो आप उसको अंधविश्वास कर लें? No. And this is not me. I am not saying this. This is Lord Buddha who's saying this. क्योंकि कई पीढ़ियों से सब किसी बात को समझा जा रहा है तो आप उसको मान लें. So ऑब्जर्व कीजिए, एनालाइज कीजिए. व्हेन यू फाइंड दैट इट अग्रीज विद रीजन एंड इज कंड्यूसिव टू द गुड एंड बेनिफिट ऑफ वन एंड ऑल, देन एक्सेप्ट इट एंड लिव इट. सो दिस इज अ वेरी आई थिंक वी जो मास्टर यहाँ कहना चाह रहे हैं कि बी रियलिस्टिक, है ना. बिलीव इन समथिंग व्हेन इट इज वैलिडेटेड और वेरीफाइड. सो वेट, समथिंग न्यू सेंसेशनल कम्स, ओ ये ऐसा हो जाता है. आजकल वो Using AI, people are posting all sorts of incredible things. But you need to validate, you need to verify. Oh, उसने फलाने ने ये बोला, this person said this and this, he said I will do this, and okay, verify, first verify. Then there is an interesting term Master uses. Clear-mindedness is not emotional bullheadedness. So clear-mindedness आप समझ गए, being clear in the mind, having mental clarity. Bullheadedness, emotional bullheadedness. You see, what happens is sometimes you, or maybe you, come across people who have very strong emotional conviction. What I am saying is right, or my Guruji has said this, it is right, cannot be challenged. Or so and so person who I respect has said this, now cannot be challenged. I don't need to verify, I don't need to validate. And bullheadedness means then there is a lot of emotional strength. No, how dare you challenge this? ऐसे ना, ऐसे कैसे आपने इस पे प्रश्न कर लिया, आप ये नहीं प्रश्न कर सकते, you know, something like that. So there is a modern term which is being used more and more. It is called echo chamber. सुना है आपने ये echo chamber? Echo chamber. Echo chamber का मतलब होता है कि we only read and listen to what agrees with us. हमारी कुछ मान्यता है. Just to give you an example. मतलब बिकॉज ये आजकल ऐसे बहुत लोग मिलते हैं. मिस्टर मोदी डज नथिंग रॉन्ग. मोदी जी जो करते हैं वो सही होता है. एवरीथिंग ही डज इज राइट. नाउ पीपल हैव क्रिएटेड एन इको चेंबर. दे ओनली लिसन टू ओपिनियंस एंड आर्टिकल्स दैट अग्री विद इट. दे विल नॉट read anything that is giving a different point of view. The problem is that you are not validating, you are not confirming. तो असत्य भी आप आसानी से ग्रहण कर लेते हैं. You easily accept falseness, falsehoods also. So my advice is always, in a matter of belief, listen to the opponents, listen to the opposite point of view. Like, for example, all of us, I think all of us are pranic healers. Listen to people who don't believe in pranic healing. ऐसे लोग, I'm sure you know people who don't accept pranic healing. Discuss with them and listen to them. Don't just, brush them off. कि, "Oh, ये तो इनका तो mind blow." No, listen to them. Why? What is their argument? What are their reasons? You see, I'll tell you this because मेरा थोड़ा science का background है. So there is what is called the method of science or the scientific method. That says कि what we know today is only temporarily true. Tomorrow, new observations will come, new ways of thinking will come, and the truth will change. Like, for example, Newton gave some laws and they were held true. And then Einstein, some few hundred years later, Einstein came and he showed that these laws, Newton's laws, apply in a particular situation, but beyond that, they fail. So science progressed. This is what is called evolution. हमारी जो जानकारी थी वो बढ़ती रहती है. It keeps growing, it keeps expanding. There is new truth. Master calls it levels of truth. Master, one of his teachings is truth is dynamic. Dynamic means it changes from time to time. Again, I'm giving you some homework. Read about the method of science or the scientific method, where it says that if I observe something, that is most important. That means reality is the highest value. Theory comes later. Belief comes later. Okay? And when Master says actual condition, check what the actual condition. Now, actual condition means this is not, उसमें कहीं wishful thinking का role नहीं है. There is no role for wishful thinking. Many times our understanding of the actual condition is colored or affected by our own wishful thinking. We wish something were so we tend to believe that it is so. For example, Okay, let's say you are a teacher in a class and there is a boy or a child who's very naughty and he keeps doing something naughty. Now something has happened in the class. Who do you immediately think of checking up on? That boy. I mean, it's not wishful thinking, but your thinking is conditioned. Are you understanding? It is not the actual condition. Someone else might have done that mischief. But because you have that thing in your mind, oh, this boy very naughty, this boy very naughty, you are likely to think. So in India, if you see on every currency note, we have a very powerful statement in Sanskrit. Satyamev Jayate. Have you seen it? Satyamev Jayate. हर नोट पे हमारे लिखा रहता है. It is the official symbol of India. What it means is truth shall triumph. That is what Master is pointing towards over here. Okay, just let me please do one or two more. Already we are beyond time. The way to handle life is to be realistic and to act accordingly. So objectively accept reality and then make plans. Don't make plans out of hope or wishful thinking. You know? If you are still young, you have to earn a living. You cannot be too choosy. You have to ask yourself, is there a way you earn money there? Is there a way you can make money or earn a living or do what? So again, I think what Master is telling us is make an objective assessment, what sort of job, what sort of work you are going to do. Many times I see youngsters, they follow careers based on, oh, everybody is doing it. This is a hot area. Or all my friends are doing it. So what happens is after some years, the child says, I wasted my time. He ends up with frustration. Yes? Have you not experienced that perhaps yourself? You go into some workshop because all your friends are going. And then you say, no, this is, I was not interested in this. All right, let's end here today.